Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the show where the aim of the game is to avoid the obvious answers and find the obscure ones. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hello, my name is Sean. I'm from Aberlour in the Highlands of Scotland. This is my mother-in-law, Sally, and she's also from Aberlour in the Highlands of Scotland.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Pragan, and this is my sister, Sersta, and we're from Slough.
Couple number three.
Hi, I'm Linda. This is my daughter, Fiona, and we're from Cheshire.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Chris with a K. I'm from Salford, and this is my partner, Ash. He's from Warrington.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, all of you. A very warm welcome to Pointless. It's lovely to have you here. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. Here to enforce our rules. Please welcome, as we now call her, the pedant of Peckham. It's my Pointless friend, it's Susan Wakoma.
Hello. Hiya.
How are you?
I'm very well. Just call me Del Boy, actually.
Del Boy.
That works better.
By the way, I like the boiler suit.
This is like my lucky champion boiler suit. As an actor, you do self-tapes. So before you used to go in and do an audition. Now they can't be bothered, so you've got to do the audition for yourself and send it in.
Yeah.
But every time I've chosen to wear this, I've got the role.
Got the part.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So, feast on this splendour.
You've got the job.
I got the job.
You got the job.
I got
well
this
done.
job, yeah. There we go.
Yeah, we're going to keep you for the whole show.
Excellent.
Amazing.
We love employment.
There we are. Splendid. Thank you very much indeed, Susan. Hetty and Katie got through to the final last time, and they broke the jinx. Yeah, they didn't win the jackpot, which means we're adding another £1,000 to that total. So today's jackpot starts off at £2,500. There we are. If everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Now, gosh, there are so many newcomers. This is wonderful. So I'm just going to remind you all that you have to keep your scores low. It's always going to be the high-scoring pair at the end of each round that gets eliminated, so good luck. Our first category today is music festival performances. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. And the question concerns Glastonbury sets by solo artists. Susan.
In a moment, we're going to show you a list of 6 classic sets from the history of Glastonbury Festival. We are looking for the title of any song that was performed as part of these sets. Songs performed as part of the medley count as separate answers.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. So, as Susan's just mentioned, we're going to put 6 Glastonbury sets on the board. And here they are. We have David Bowie in 2000, Stevie Wonder in 2010, Beyoncé in 2011, Dolly Parton in 2014, Elton John in 2023, and Olivia Rodrigo in 2025. There we are. Sean,
Hello.
Welcome to Point. It's great to have you
Thank
here.
you.
Tell us all about yourself, Sean.
My name's Sean. Obviously, I'm 46. I live in Aberlour in the Highlands of Scotland.
This is lovely. How long have you lived in Aberlour?
Just over a year. We've recently moved back
Goodness me, what took you up there?
We were looking for a change. We've been in France for quite a few years, and we decided to come back. And
I was going to say, because you sound so French.
we've got a family member up in the area, and we really like the area, so we decided to jump ship and come back to
But
that
it's so
sort of area.
beautiful. And that's where you went, the Old Alliance.
Absolutely.
This is wonderful. What are you going to ace it on in Pointless today?
I'm not sure we're going to ace much, but sport I'm pretty good at.
OK, very good.
Anything like that, really. We've been swatting up on a few countries, so...
Good. Were you expecting Glastonbury sets?
Not at all, no.
This is fun. I don't think we've ever done anything quite like this before, and I'm very much enjoying it so far. Sean, what would you like to go for?
I think the only one I can think of would be Rocket Man by Elton John.
OK, you're going to say Rocket Man. Shall we see how many of our 100 people said Rocket Man? Definitely in there. Down it goes to 21. Not bad.
Excellent effort. So, Elton and Bernie Taupin won a Best Original Song Oscar for the film Rocket Man for the song I'm Gonna Love Me Again. Elton's other Oscar is for, of course, The Lion King. Simba.
Of course. Thank you very, very much indeed. Sajda, welcome to Point. It's great to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm a marketing and project management apprentice. So I'm currently working towards a multi-channel marketer qualification.
This is very good indeed. I wish it meant something to me. But multi-channel, I understand. This is good. Good. What do you do for fun, Sejda?
So in my spare time, I enjoy traveling. So last year I was fortunate enough to travel to Japan on my own. So that was like my first solo flight.
Wow. I remember somebody saying that you kind of need someone to explain to you how things like restaurants work or takeaways work or, you know,
Sort of.
Yeah.
No, I would say something that was quite unique was a robot served us.
Yes.
I mean, we kind of just like ordered and then we were like waiting and then out of nowhere, like a robot came and was like, this is your food. And yeah, I mean, it was a good experience.
Yeah.
Definitely in Japan, it's like very modern.
Yeah.
And it's quite clean as well. So
Yeah,
that's nice.
that's nice.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad the future looks so nice.
Yeah.
Sejda, what are you going to go for?
I do hope this is right, but I'm going to go for Olivia Rodrigo, Good For You.
Good for you, says Sejda. Should we see how many of our 100 people agree? Good for you. It is absolutely right. 21 is our only score so far, and you pass it. Ah, down to 3. Brilliant.
Fantastic. Good for you. As well as using the number 4 instead of the word for, Olivia Rodrigo uses lowercase letters for her song titles. The trend has been used by other lowercase gals in the industry, including Billie Eilish and Taylor Swift.
There we are. Thank you very much. Now, Linda, welcome to Pointless.
Hello.
It's lovely to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
I'm Linda. I'm originally from Essex. I now live in Cheshire, and I'm a lady of leisure after taking retirement from my job in retail.
Very nice. Are you enjoying the leisure?
I'm very much enjoying the leisure, yes.
I think
yes.
phrasing it like for lady of leisure sounds like you are enjoying it. Do you rise at the same time as you used to rise, or do you lie in?
No, I used to have to get up at 3:45 in the morning and be at work for 5, so now I can have a nice lie-in.
That's nice.
Yeah, very much enjoying that.
Very nice. So what time did retail release you at the other end, if they got you up so
I only
soon?
did 19 hours a week, so to be fair, I only did, like, quite short days.
I know, still
Yeah.
though, getting up at 4.
Yeah.
It's like doing a radio programme in the morning.
It is, yes.
Dear, oh dear. Linda, what are you going to go for?
I think I'm going to take a chance on Elton John and say Tiny Dancer.
Tiny Dancer,
Yeah.
says Linda. Should we see how many of our 100 people said Tiny Dancer? Tiny Dancer is absolutely right. Well, 21 is our high score, 3 is our low. We passed 21. Oh, look at that, we passed 3 as well, Linda. Very well done indeed. Tiny Dancer.
So, at Glastonbury, Elton performed Tiny Dancer with Brandon Flowers of The Killers. Very cool. Great answer there.
Terrific, thank you very much indeed. And now, Chris with a K, we come to you. Tell us more about yourself, Chris. We discovered about your sewing. Not just sewing, but costume design, or sort of, you know, or clothing design, I should say.
Yeah, sort of. You could say that.
Yeah.
But when I'm not working as a research scientist, as I mentioned in a previous episode,
Yes.
I like to dive into the world of fantasy. So I like to read a lot of fantasy books and watch films and series like Star Trek, because that takes me out of the reality of just doing science every single day.
I mean,
And I can
science is
just-
very real.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite right.
Yeah, so I dive into that fantasy world and just immerse in it and, you know, relieve the stress from what happened the day at work.
Excellent. Well, good for you. Chris, what would you like to go for?
So I hope this is a pointless answer from Beyonce. I want to say Sweet Dreams.
Sweet dreams, says Chris, hoping for a pointless answer. Let's see if your hope is not in vain. Sweet dreams is right. Well, 21 the high score. You pass it. Oh, look at that! It's everything you hoped it would be, Chris. That is a pointless answer indeed, and thus it adds £250 to today's jackpot, taking the total up to £2,750. It scores you nothing and is just all-round terrific. Very well done indeed, Chris. Also, thank you for alerting us to the fact that it was likely to come. I enjoyed the drum roll. I really did. The build-up like that. I think if we could all perhaps build in a little overture to our successes, that would be much appreciated. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Congratulations. And congratulations if you got this answer at home. So, originally called Beautiful Nightmare, it was leaked onto the internet before being released. But rather than dump it, Beyonce simply renamed it Sweet Dreams. There we go.
That's nice. We're halfway through the round, so I'm going to take this opportunity to recap those scores. Nothing is the best score of the past. Well done, Chris. Then from there to 1, where we find Linda and Fiona. From there to 3, which is where we find Sejda and Pragan. And from there to 21, Sean and Sally. You're a little bit ahead there.
We are.
I know. I didn't realise we were going to be surrounded by such experts in this field. But there we are, Sally. The glove has been thrown at your feet, so good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? Now then, Ash, welcome back.
Thank you.
Let's hear more about you, Ash.
Yeah, so as Chris said, we're both research scientists, and Chris likes his fantasy, but I like to travel. And one thing I like to do is what's known as extreme day trips.
Go on.
That basically entails getting a very early flight in the morning to somewhere, usually in Europe, and then flying back on the same day.
Same day.
Yeah.
See, that's quite fun. I mean, the tickets fiendish or cheap? Could go either way.
Usually. Cheap.
Yeah.
The furthest I've gone is actually to New York, which entailed just getting off the plane, getting a taxi into Manhattan,
Yeah.
going up the Empire State Building and coming
Taking
straight
lots of
back.
photographs.
Taking lots of photographs.
And then came back.
Straight back and straight back to London.
Ah, it's very interesting. Now, Ash, so we're looking for any song performed as part of any of these Glastonbury sets. Chris has got a pointless answer there. It'd be embarrassing if you didn't get a pointless answer, wouldn't it?
Yes, well, I hope at least this won't be 100. I'll go with a David Bowie track of Life on Mars.
Life on Mars, says Ash. You get a red line, in fact, and it's here. Shall we see if we get you below that with Life on Mars? Life on Mars is right. Gets you through. Down it goes to 5. This is terrific, taking your total up to 5.
Brilliant. So, in 2021, musician Youngblood's version of Life on Mars was played on NASA's YouTube channel when their Perseverance rover touched down on Mars.
Thank you very much indeed. And now, Fiona, welcome to Pointless. Lovely to
Hello.
have you here. Tell us all about yourself, Fiona.
So my name's Fiona, I'm 21. I've just finished a degree in animal behaviour and welfare.
Very good. Where are we doing your degree?
It's at Chester University, but it's like a small sector of Chester University.
Very good indeed. And now you have just finished. What awaits?
Animal behaviour again. I'm going on to do a master's at the same place.
Oh, very good.
So,
Well, that's
yeah.
nice. Excellent. Well, good luck with that. And good luck with this. Seamless. You're on 1. If you can score 19 or less, you are through to round 2. What would you like to go for?
Going to try Sour by Olivia Rodrigo.
Sour. Sour. Shall we see if Sour is there? Here is your red line. Oh, Fiona, I'm sorry.
Thank
Sean's not sorry. Sally's not sorry. I mean, they're sorry for you, personally, but it's got them out of a hole, I think. There. I'm so sorry. That scores you 100 and takes your total up to 101.
I'm afraid. I'm so sorry. That was an incorrect answer. Sour is actually the name of one of her albums. It's not a track that she performed, I'm afraid.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Pragan, welcome. Great to have you here. Tell us all about yourself. Introduce yourself to the room.
Yeah, of course. So I work in finance as a corporate banker. But outside of work, I like to play football and recently got into running as well.
What sort of length of runs do you do?
I've just started out, so 5K.
Oh, this is good. This is good. No,
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
that's not scary. It's when people start running over 10K. I worry.
Yeah.
That's all. Pragan, what are you going to go for? You're on 3. If you can score 97 or less, you are through.
Yeah.
So any song that was performed as part of one of these sets at Glastonbury?
I mean, I'm hoping this is correct. Driver's License, Olivia Rodrigo.
Driver's License, says Pragan. Should we see? Here is your red line. Couldn't be higher. Well, it could be higher, but it's lovely and high. Let's see if we can get you below that with Driver's License.
Oh.
It's a terrific answer, and
That's
exactly
very well.
the same as the Hedgester had as well. Scores you 3, takes your total up to 6.
Excellent work. So, Driver's License, lowercase, was Olivia Rodrigo's first UK #1 single.
There we go. Now, then, finally, Sally, we get to you, and you've been so patient all this time. Tell us all about yourself.
Hello, my name's Sally. I retired a couple of years ago at the relatively early age of 75. And since then, I've enjoyed my retirement, living in the beautiful area of the Highlands of Scotland.
And are you also new to the Highlands of Scotland, or were you already there?
Yes, I was in France for 25 years. And at the age of 50, founded the first national network of property managers in France. Watching the evolution of French holiday homes over 25 years has been a very interesting experience.
I bet. Yes. What a resource of knowledge you'd be. Fantastic. Now, you're on 21. We are looking for a score of 79 or less.
OK, well, fingers crossed. It's terribly lucky you've got somebody of my era on there, so I'll go for a Dolly Parton 9 to 5.
9 to 5, says Sally. Should we see how many of our 100 said that? You get a red line and it's there. 9 to 5. It's right, and it gets you through. Down it goes to 31. Taking your total up to 52.
Wonderful work. So, Dolly wrote this for the 1980 film of the same name, in which she made her acting debut alongside Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin. There were a lot of pointless answers if you knew anything about these Glastonbury sets, so let's have a look at some from each performer. Starting with David Bowie, we had Ashes to Ashes, Changes and Ziggy Stardust. Moving on to Stevie Wonder, For Once in My Life, Signed, Sealed, Delivered, I'm Yours and Sir Duke. Moving on to Beyonce. We have Irreplaceable, Run the World Girls, and Sweet Dreams, which Chris hoped would be a pointless answer. Then we have Dolly Parton, Here You Come Again, Mud Song, and Why'd You Come in Here Looking Like That? And then here's some pointless answers for Elton John, Are You Ready for Love? Benny and the Jets, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. And finally, the best answers from Olivia Rodrigo's set. Bad idea, right? Favourite crime? Friday, I'm in Love, one of the two songs by The Cure that she performed with The Cure singer Robert Smith. The other song, Just Like Heaven, was also pointless. Well done at home if you got any of those pointless answers in any of those categories.
Thank you very much indeed, Susan. That brings us to the end of our first round. It means, Linda and Fiona, we say goodbye to you. I'm sorry. You took a wonderful risk there, Fiona. I'm sorry it didn't pay off.
It's okay.
How could you just have an album called Sour and not have a single on it of the same name? It defies logic. Anyway, we'll see you next time and we'll look forward to it. Linda and Fiona. But for the remaining three pairs, it is now time for round two. Well, congratulations, we have made it to round two, which is terrific. And with flying colours, Chris, our lowest individual scorer, Chris and Ash, our lowest combined scorers. So fantastic work on that far podium. But best of luck to everybody. Our category for round two today is aquatic words. Can you all decide in your pairs? Who's going to go first? Who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. And our question concerns words that precede fish. Susan.
Okie doke. So, on each board, you will see 6 clues to the name of things which can be put before the word fish to give the name of a type of aquatic creature. We have given you the first letter of the word too. Please give us your best answer. And best of luck at home.
Thank you very much indeed. Here is our first board of 6 clues to these fish words. A strip of plastic or metal with fine teeth used to untangle and style hair. C. South Devon River that flows through Totnes. D. A type of angel, often depicted in religious art as a child with wings. C. Surname shared by the characters Kenton and Jill in a Radio 4 drama set in Ambridge. A. An arc of colourful bands in the atmosphere formed when sunlight falls on water droplets. R. And fine metal pin with a hole that is threaded with cotton for sewing. N. There we are, Sally. Looking at that board now, I wonder, what are you going to go for?
Yes, it's wondering what people have found to be the least popular. I think I'm going to go for the South Devon River that flows through Totnes, which is Dart.
The Dart. Shall we see how many of our 100 said Dart? Dart is right. 31 for dartfish. There we are.
Great answer. So, dartfish live in caves or crevices and spend their time waiting for plankton to eat. When frightened, they will quickly dart back into their burrow.
I'm glad it's that and not that they have a whole load of darts.
Yes.
'Cause that'd be scary.
That would be really scary.
Really scary.
You don't want that from your fish.
No, no, no.
Just you want them waiting to eat
Exactly.
and then swimming really fast away.
It's exactly what you want. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you for clearing that up. Now, Pragan, what would you like to go for on our board?
Yeah, I'm struggling a little with some of them. I'm thinking I'll go with the top one, say comb.
Comb. Comb. You heard of a comb fish?
Not really.
No, not right. But let's see. I mean, what else could it possibly be? Let's see. How many of our 100 said comb? It is comb. Down it goes to 71.
Well done. Good answer.
Now, Ash, the board is all yours. Do you want to fill in all the blanks for us?
I wish I could. I'm not a huge, expert in fish, so I have to go for the second one from the bottom, which is a rainbow fish.
Rainbow, says Ash, for the arc of colourful bands. Shall we see how many of our 100 said rainbow? It is right. 69 for rainbow.
Okay, popular answer. So, in aquariums, it is better for rainbow fish to be kept in groups of around 6 to 10.
I was waiting for the or. What's the or? What happens if they're not kept together in groups of 6 or 10?
Maybe they lose their colour. Maybe that's when their
maybe
colour doesn't
that's
get
it.
so present and lovely.
Oh. Or they all just eat each other.
Yeah, that would be sad.
Oh,
You
sorry.
wouldn't want that.
But yeah, it could be. I don't know. Anyway, there we go. Let's have a look.
Do you think you can?
I think I can, yes.
All right, go for it. What do you think of that?
Cherub, I'm looking at
Cherub.
for type of angel.
Correct, and that would have been worth 54.
Archer is what I'm looking at for Kenton and Jill.
Wonderful, 36. And the final one?
Is the needle.
It is the needlefish with 79.
There we are. Wonderful. Thank you very much indeed. Well, my goodness, dart, as it turns out, was the lowest score on the board, so very well done indeed. Let's have a look at those scores. In fact, 31, our lowest score, so Sally, there we are. And from there we go to 69, where we find Ash and Chris, and there, just a hop and a skip up to 71, where we find Pragan and Sejda. So, Sejda, you are ahead. If you could find a dart-type answer in the next board, that would be superb. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? There we are. Let us put a new board up with 6 more clues to words that precede fish. Circus performer with distinctive makeup and large shoes, who makes people laugh. C. Tony Shalhoub played the title role in this TV detective series that began in 2002. M. Word that follows Doja in the stage name of the rapper and singer Amala Dlamini. C. Either of the pair of organs in the chest with which humans breathe. L. Insect that transmits malaria and makes a high-pitched buzz sound. M. And stick of graphite encased in wood or metal used for writing and drawing, sometimes marked HBP. There we are. Chris, there's your board.
Yes, I know most of them,
Yeah.
but I'm thinking which one would be the lowest. I think I'm going to go for the insect that transmits malaria, and that would be mosquito.
Mosquito, says Chris. Well, you do get a red line, and it's there, right at the bottom of the column. Let's see how many of our 100 said mosquito. Mosquito is right. 69. Exactly the same score as Ash had, taking your total up to a lovely symmetrical 138. Superb.
The mosquito fish has an appetite for mosquito larvae and has been introduced around the world to help cut down mosquito populations.
That's useful.
Very useful, actually.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting a few of those.
Just
keeping
dotted
them
around.
around. Yeah. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Sejda, you're on 71 right now. We need a score of 66 or less to get you into the head-to-head.
So I do know most of them, but it's just trying to figure out which one's the lowest.
Isn't it? Yes.
I think I'll go for the third one, cat.
Cat. Yes. Should we see how many of our 100 said that? Here is your red line. Cat is right. You are in the head-to-heads. Very well done indeed, Sejda. 34, taking your total up to 105.
Great answer. So, the Mekong giant catfish, which is found in the Mekong River, can measure up to 3 metres in length.
That's really scary. It's very
It's quite
long.
scary.
Very, very
I
long.
prefer my fishes small.
Same. Darty.
Dart.
Thank you very much. That's not to say it doesn't dart. Maybe it does.
Maybe it does.
But just the cat similarity was too much for them to ignore. Now, Sean, you're on 31. You're through. Doesn't matter what you score. Fabulous low score from Sally and fabulously high scores from everyone else. All of these words can come before fish. What are they? You can talk us through the board, by the way, please.
I think I know 3 of them, obviously the obvious ones. Top one is clown. I don't know the second one. Third one is lungs, and the bottom one is pencil. So I think I'll go for the bottom one, pencil.
You're going to say pencil for the bottom one. Let's see how many of our 100 said pencil. No red line, you're already through. Pencil's absolutely right, Sean. 76 is what it scores, and it takes your total up to 107. Brilliant.
Fantastic. So, large pencilfish can grow up to 20 centimetres long, but pygmy pencilfish might only reach 4 centimetres. Now, that's my kind of fish.
And also very thin, one imagines.
Yes, there we go. Do you think you can clear the board?
I can clear all but one.
All right.
Clownfish at the top.
Excellent. That's 65.
Lung, singular, fish.
Absolutely. That's 84.
Yeah.
What do you think of this one?
Marlow. No, it's not that. No. What is it?
It's monk.
Monk.
And that actually was our lowest scoring.
Yes.
With 19.
Forgotten about monk.
Well done, everybody.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, that brings us to the end of our second round. It means we have to say goodbye to Chris and Ash for the second time. We will see you again next time when you shall triumph. I don't know. I'm just saying that. I mean, I'm hoping you do, but good luck with that. We'll look forward to it. Chris and Ash. For the remaining 2 pairs, though, now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Sejda and Pragan, Sean and Sally. You are now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £2,750. But before we play the head-to-head, shall we see if we can find a couple of pointless answers and see if we can throw some more money into that jackpot, just for fun? Here goes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many shades of purple as they could. Susan.
You will see 6 options. 2 are scoring and 2 are pointless shades of purple, as named by various colour models. But 2 are not shades of purple at all. £250 in the jackpot for each pointless answer. Best of luck at home too.
I think this is the day when we're going to get both pointless answers. I don't want to put pressure on anyone, but I think it's going to happen. Let's see. Here are the shades of purple. Can you find the 2 pointless shades from within? Sangria, Boss's Jokes, Periwinkle, Good Tax, Black Knight, Ronnie. Does anybody know anything? You can share any information at this point.
Any ideas?
Maybe periwinkle.
Periwinkle's right. I think that's... But I
so
think
that's a
people
definite.
would know that.
Okay.
Sangria may be right, mightn't it? It might be the colour of the drink.
Yeah, I was thinking because it's obvious.
Sejda and Pragan, which one would you like to nominate?
Go for...
We'll go for Black Knight.
Black Knight. Let's see if that is a shade of pointless purple.
I thought so.
Sean and Sally, what would you like to go for?
Go on, mate. What do you want to...
I think they're going to try Good Tax because it seems so
Good
unlikely.
Tax. Should we see if Good Tax is a pointless purple? Very, very well chosen. It is a shade of purple. Surely no one would know that. And surely no one did. Brilliant. That's fantastic.
Excellent, and well done at home if you got that too. So you did say Black Knight, but that is not a shade of purple. It is the title of a hit single from
By
the rock
Deep
band
Purple.
Deep Purple. There we
we
go.
are.
OK, what other ones do you
I can
think?
tell you what the other Ronnie is. Purple Ronnie was the artist Giles Andre.
There we go. So our red herring.
I think Periwinkle is going to score points because
Right.
it's a flower.
Congratulations.
And I think, therefore, Boss's Jokes is another pointless one and Sangria is another scorer.
Absolutely correct. So Periwinkle was worth 3, Sangria 1, and Boss's Joke was our pointless answer as well.
There we are. I mean, the person who came up with Boss's Jokes and Good Tax, they were having a laugh.
They
weren't
were having
I mean, they had the colour chart and the second bottle of wine. And I was going,
Good tax.
Good Tax.
Good tax.
Good Tax. Well done. There we are. Thank you very much indeed. Well done. You managed to find a pointless answer, which means we can add £250 to today's jackpot. So it now stands at an altogether more appreciable £3,000. But who will be playing for it? Well, let's find out in a head-to-head. Now, the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot, and you are now allowed to confer before you give your answers. Best of luck to everybody. Our first question today is all about world flags with everything but stars removed. Susan.
OK, so we're going to show you 5 flags of the world, but we have removed the entire flag except for the stars. All you'll see is grey, except for where the stars appear on the flags. We've also hidden the letters that appear in the country's name, except for the letters of the word star. Please identify these national flags. Best of luck.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 national flags, but with everything but stars removed. A. A. B. Lots of blanks, but with a couple of A's in. C. Lots of blanks, R-A-S. D. A-A-A. And E. T-A. There we are. Now, Sejda and Pragan, you are our low scorers, so you get to go first. Feel free to confer.
Which one do you think would be lower? Maybe E's lower.
I think we'll go for C, Honduras.
C, Honduras. There we are, Honduras for C. Now, Sean and Sally, can you talk us through that board?
We were going to go for the same one, but we're not really sure. We think we know the second one. I think C might be Canada, or what do you know, Stewie, please?
Canada's too obvious,
Yeah,
I think.
OK. We'll have to go for B then, won't we?
Yeah.
We'll have to go for New Zealand, B.
You are going to go for New Zealand for B. So we have Honduras and we have New Zealand. Sejda and Pragan went for Honduras for C. Should we see how many of our 100 said that? Honduras is right. That goes down to 17. Meanwhile, Sean and Sally have gone for New Zealand for B. Should we see how many of our 100 said New Zealand? It is New Zealand. Well, this is going to be close. Oh, look at that. Down it goes to 8. Very well done indeed. New Zealand pipping Honduras there. And it means, Sean and Sally, after one question, you are up 1-0.
Fantastic. Well, it is a good job that you didn't say Canada for D.
Yeah, no stars in that.
There's exactly. Do you know what?
Well, no, I was just desperately trying to rack my...
Malaga or something like that?
Is it Panama?
Not a country. Panama.
There we go, which is 6. And then we have A, which is China, which was worth 25. And E, which is a pointless favourite.
It is our lovely Tuvalu.
There we go, which was our pointless answer.
Look at that. Beautiful flag. Beautiful
Gorgeous flag.
Lovely. Thank you very much indeed. Now then, here comes our second question. Sean and Sally, you get to answer this one first, but Sejda and Pragan, you've got to win this one to stay in the game, so good luck. Our second question is all about Peckham.
Excellent, my manner. Here we go. So we're going to show you 5 clues to facts about the district of Peckham. Please give your most obscure answer.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 Peckham facts, and here they come. UK city in which Peckham is located. A Peckham is rhyming slang for this item of clothing. Channel 4 sitcom that ran from 1989 to 1994 and starred Norman Beaton as a Peckham barber. US tinned food processing company that opened its first UK factory in Peckham in 1905. And the fictional Peckham School for Boys and Girls features in this 2019 Booker Prize-winning novel by Bernardine Evaristo. There we are. Now, Sean and Sally, you get to go first.
I think we're struggling on this one a bit, so I think we're just have to go for the top one, which is London.
London, say Sean and Sally. Sejda and Pragan. Do you want to talk us through that board?
To be honest, I don't think we kind of know any. It would be a guess, but...
We're thinking of tin food processing companies, and I don't know if Heinz is a US one, but that's the only one that comes to mind, so we'll try that one.
You're going to go for Heinz for Peckham opening a factory in 1905. Should we see how many of our 100 people went for London, Sean and Sally? 72. Meanwhile, Sejda and Pragan, shall we see if Heinz is right for the US tinned food processing company? How many of our 100 said that? It is right. And unsurprisingly, wins you the point.
Crazy.
That takes you down to 16. Very well done. And after 2 questions, it is 1-1.
Well done. So we have the item of clothing that's rhyming slang is tie, which was worth 9. Tie, Peckham Rye. And then we have the sitcom starring Norman Beaton was Desmond's, which was worth 11. And then finally, we are looking for Girl, Woman, Other, which was our lowest score of 1. Well
Thank you. Right. Very much indeed, Susan. Right, here comes the decider. Whoever wins this third question goes through to the final and plays for that jackpot. Best of luck to both pairs. It is all about Best Picture Oscar-winning films, Susan.
We're going to give you the titles of 5 films that have won the Academy Award for Best Picture, but we're only going to give you the first and last letters of each word in these titles. We've also given you the year of each film's release. Please name the films.
Thank you very much indeed. Let us reveal our 5 clues to Best Picture Oscar-winning films. OEFWORTECSNT, 1975. MT, 2016. SGME, 2008. GEWHTEWD, 1939. And TC, 1997. There we are. Sejda and Pragan will go first.
Struggling, to be honest. Might have to guess another one. Just think of...
Yeah, I'll just guess Mount.
Yeah.
OK.
Say Mount.
You're going to say Mount. Sejda and Pragan are saying Mount for that MT. Sean and Sally, over to you. Would you like to talk us through the board?
Yeah, we think the top one is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. We don't know the next two. We've gone with the Wind, and the bottom one we think is Titanic. Which one do you want to go for?
I think we'll go for One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
OK, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, say Sean and Sally. Right, in the order they were given, we have Mount. Should we see if that's right? Mount, I'm afraid, not right. I mean, tough, though, having to come up with that with the spotlight on you. Sean and Sally, meanwhile, going for One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. It merely has to be right for you to win the point. And it is right. Very well done indeed. Down it goes to 27, but crucially, it was right, and it means after 3 questions, you are through to the final, Sean and Sally. 2-1.
Hard luck, guys. The answer that we're actually looking for the 2016 winner was Moonlight, which was worth 8. Now we have the lowest scoring answer, which was Slumdog Millionaire, worth 3. And then, of course, you were correct. Gone with the Wind, 1939, which was worth 32. And we have finally Titanic, which was worth 22.
Thank you very much indeed, Susan. That brings us to the end of the head-to-head round. We say goodbye to Sejda and Pragan for now. We will see you back for the next programme, but look forward to that very much. Brilliant performance today, Sejda and Pragan. But for Sean and Sally, now time for the pointless final. Congratulations, Sean and Sally. You have fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win the pointless jackpot, and at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at a decent £3,000. What would you like to see come up? What will help you take that away?
My big hobby is sewing, so anything about
oh, that would be amazing.
Craft and sewing, knitting, all very mundane, but that would be wonderful.
Bit of sport, maybe.
Bit of sport. OK, well, let's see. 4 things will appear. You have to choose one of these. We have ragtime music, British crime fiction authors with the surname James, mid-table things, and TV series starring Jason Bateman. What do we think?
Well, definitely not the ragtime music. I don't think it's anything to do with TV star. I don't know anything with Jason Bateman in. I think we're probably mid-table things.
Why don't we go for mid-table?
Should we do mid-table things?
Yeah.
Excellent. Mid-table things, please, Susan.
Okie dokie. So, we are looking for any of the 38 chemical elements that consistently appear in the D block of the periodic table. The D block is roughly in the middle of the table and contains the elements in groups 3 to 12 across periods 4 to 7, which broadly correspond to the transition metals. Or we are looking for any men's football team who has finished mid-table in the English Premier League. We are defining mid-table as any position from 8th to 13th inclusive. This is from the first Premier League season in 1992-1993 up to and including the 2024-25 season. Very best of luck.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Good. Let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
This will make the scientists in the audience laugh, but I don't have any idea what appears in the D block.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to go, I think, on the football teams, yes. Which means over to you, young man.
Brighton and Albion, obviously.
Yes, Brighton. Brighton, the Seagulls, yes.
Just trying to think the reserves in Crystal Palace, Bradford. Could be looking at... just trying to think of the older teams that were in it at the start. Queen's Park Rangers, maybe.
Oh, that's a good one.
I can't remember if Millwall are in it now. I don't think Millwall made the second division.
Towards the end of the alphabet is always...
Yeah, there's not many.
Queen's Park Rangers, I think, would be good.
There's Wolves, there's Wigan.
Brighton.
Maybe.
Oh, Wigan. Yeah,
whether or not they finished higher up or not, I don't know. Or we just guess some chemical elements, because I've
10 seconds left.
got a few names. But...
No,
okay.
I think... Let's go. Brighton, Queen's Park Rangers.
Queen's Park Rangers.
And Wigan.
Wigan.
That is your time up. Let's have your 3 answers.
OK, we're going to go all for the Premier teams. We're going to go Brighton and Hove Albion.
Brighton and Hove Albion.
We'll go for Wigan.
Wigan.
What's the second one?
Queen's Park Rangers.
Queen's Park Rangers.
And Queen's Park Rangers. Of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless answer?
I think if it's right, probably Queen's Park Rangers.
Queen's Park Rangers goes last then. Least likely to be pointless?
Probably Brighton Hove Albion.
Brighton Hove Albion. Wigan goes in the middle. Well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order. And here they are. We have Brighton and Hove Albion, Wigan Athletic, and Queen's Park Rangers. Well, if one of these turns out to be pointless, you will be leaving here with £3,000. What would you like to do with that?
Well, it'd be lovely if we could. We'll probably put it towards the garden or whatever the wife wants to spend it on.
Very nice indeed. Sally, anything you'd like to do?
I've got to say that my daughter did say that Sean was to say whatever my wife tells me to spend it on.
So garden it is.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Well, very, very best of luck. Let's hope one of these answers does it for you. Brighton and Hove Albion is your first answer. In all 3 cases, we're looking for teams that finished in the mid-table of the Premier League men's football. Let's see how many of our 100 said Brighton and Hove Albion.
Well, it's right, kiddo.
Well, it's right. It just has to be pointless. And you'll be leaving here with £3,000. Down we go with Brighton and Hove Albion through the teens into single figures. Still going down, still going down. Oh, 4. Oh, that's annoying. 4 of our 100 knew Brighton and Hove Albion. So not pointless. Let's turn all our attention to Wigan Athletic and hope that that is right and that it is pointless. Let's see how many of our 100 people did in fact say Wigan Athletic. It's also right. Well, we went down to 4 with Brighton and Hove Albion. Wigan Athletic now takes us down through the teens into single figures. Still going down with Wigan, still going down, still going down. You've done it, look at that! Very well done indeed. Oh, that garden's going to be a picture. Wigan Athletic has just won you £3,000. This is terrific. Susan.
Congratulations. So you also suggested Queen's Park Rangers, which was also a pointless answer. So let's have a look at some other pointless answers, starting with the elements in the D block of the periodic table. I, too, wouldn't have been able to get any of these. Let's have a look. Osmium, palladium, platinum and tungsten. In fact, all the D block elements were pointless apart from the following, which scored points. Iron, gold, zinc, copper, silver, cobalt, mercury, nickel, titanium, cadmium, chromium, iridium and scandium. Next up, moving to teams who have finished mid-table in the Premier League. Here are some other pointless answers. You could have had Bolton Wanderers, Coventry City, Queen's Park Rangers, West Bromwich Albion. Other pointless answers were Derby County, Sheffield United, Sheffield Wednesday, Sunderland, Watford and Wimbledon. Well done to anyone at home who got any of those pointless answers.
Thank you very much indeed, Susan, and thanks once again to our winning players, Sean and Sally, who take away today's jackpot of £3,000. Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Susan.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.